Hello, hello, hello. This is Vaz, and welcome back to Minecraft. I was just getting some sand when I lost Rodrigo, my horse. There you are. Okay. I have some sand, and I have gunpowder. Let us head back. Don't worry about it. So this is someone else's town. This is New San Felipe. This was made by the guy who put 2 wardens in my town hall last episode. But yeah, it's a nice developing town. I also have an apartment up there. I don't remember which floor it is. I think it was 5? But we should design that sometime. A little flash forward for a second. So, I was meddling with OBS settings to basically try and have the game and my own audio on different tracks. This caused no Minecraft audio for about a video and a half, but now it is it is fixed by the time I have this flash forward. So I'll let you know when we're back, when we're at that point where I fixed the Minecraft audio. And now we are back in Ridgewell. So when daylight comes around, I will reveal our next plan. It has to do with this over here. So we are back in Swindon for a moment, as Zach has basically built a bunch of plots and I was able to choose one. I'll show you the 3 options. By 3 options, I mean the 3 that I was personally choosing from. This is the first one. Also, it's all overgrown to make it seem abandoned. That's on purpose. So this is the smallest of the 3, but it has the longest river line and a potential jogging sort of path that we can make between myself and other neighbors. Number 2 is the medium plot, and it's the only one, aside from that one, I guess, whoops, that's facing the river. It's a shorter river line because it's not a corner plot. But yeah, this is the biggest plot, number 3, but it has no access to the river. I had decided to go with this one. There's a lot of potential here. It's already flat, and I could easily build, say, an infinity pool or some sort of river that passes through here, maybe a tiny pond. Yes, this will be my vacation home that I will build next episode. Now, before we work on this, which will be a subway entrance, I'm thinking of ideas for street signs? I'm not too sure about this one, because I don't think it fits the theme that well. I mean, I wasn't done this, I just thought I'd look at it and be like, will this work? Also over there, I am fixing that, don't worry. This one's good enough. I'll keep this one. Now, I might change out some things for other deep slate stuff, like maybe the smoother deep slate and not just bricks, but I'm not too sure at the moment. Actually, I am sure. I want to try something. Because what if I just replace these 2? Bring something else to it. Alright, I'll keep it like this. And with that, we have our first official street names. Sycamore Street and Elmwood Route. Maybe Elmwood Avenue. Maybe. I've gone with Hawthorne Lane instead. Perfect. So now it's time to move on to this, the subway entrance. And honestly, while I'm at it, I'm going to build underground as well, but we will not connect the subways just yet. Thus we begin the entrance. So far everything is going good, although I don't have brick slabs. So I guess I spoke too soon. I wonder if this even looks good. I'll find out in a bit. I hope so. It looks odd, but I must still go with it. Why not? A tiny update? I'm still unsure about this entire thing, but I'm too committed to turn back now. To help the flow of this, I have an idea, and yes, these will be covered up. The lights will. And I'm hoping this works out, because if so, this will look really nice. If not, oops, then it won't. Only one way to find out. Also, I'm thinking of going spruce and dark oak slabs for the ceiling of this room. I think they'll look really nice. It adds to it for sure. It doesn't look bad. And regarding the deep slate, I plan to have that for the ceiling as well. Going more in an upside down V shape like in a lot of other buildings. Well, I don't think I have an example. Oh, there's the example. Like that. So now let us work on the roof. When it comes to the roof, I only really need to showcase the brick on the outside. Everything else I'm filling up. And honestly, while I don't need to, I can just have an empty room with a bunch of torches. I don't know. This is just what I'm going with. And with this, we should be done the exterior. So let's head on down. Okay. I should have expected that. And here we have the outside of the subway. I think it fits the theme. A little bricky like this building, and yes, I am gonna fix this. We're doing it this video. But yeah, I'd say it's good enough. But I feel like future builds I do in this city should be less brick. Otherwise, this is just a brick town. Definitely combine a lot of different themes, and not just brick central. But now we should get on to the interior. So first and foremost, we are doing the ceiling. I'm thinking a standard strip will be good. I do this a lot with flooring, but I think it'll be good as a ceiling. Whoops, don't mind my inventory. Or do, your life. Okay, I think that fits well. And now we have the digging process. I will see you in a bit. So, I've decided to have stone brick and polished andesite stairs. I'm also, because this is going to be the standard subway for a lot of places, I'm going to introduce concrete. It's not Victorian, yes, but only the town is Victorian, right? When it comes to the subway station, it's going to be concrete in every single one. I will come back and redecorate this. Maybe add some red or blue or something, stylize it a bit. But yeah, this is what I have so far. So I'd like to show you what I have done so far. We now come down into essentially where, I don't know, ice or rails or whatever I do is going to be right here. I'm not going to put the wool here until I am completely done over here. However, I'm going to take a break from this and move on to something else. The first something is fixing this. The second something is putting a roof on this building. And the first something is now done. So now let's make a roof for this building. And now the roof is done. Hooray! So the third something is essentially finishing the sidewalk on the bridge. Aha! Oh no. And that's another thing done. Now, I was meaning to mention this last episode, but Zam asked if he could build something here. I'm like, sure. He built me sewage. Not just anyone's sewage, his own. His city is dumping sewage into my rivers. Or fish. I adore what we've done with RIDGEWELL so far. Looks really nice. Let me get a better view though. Yeah, this town is really nice so far. And I actually have 2 more builds planned for this video. At some point, I do want to start on the capital city, which I've named Somerset. And another plan I have is to completely move this village. And the villagers are still alive, that's good. They will be moved over here. I will be clearing out pretty much all the trees. But that project will not be until next episode. Next episode, we will take care of at least part of the subway, connecting wise, as well as completely moving all of the villagers into the space, just to get a better view. Like over here. Other stuff we have planned will be a nice restaurant. I don't remember what's over here. It's been a while. Oh yeah, the clinic and the police station. Over here should be the hospital. Yes, and then we have a fire station down there. and a small apartment building. Now, I may have some plots here so people can build their own homes, Victorian era style. But I also have some space over here that I plan to basically give out as plots as well. Over here, ouch. Over here will be the grocery store. And then up here will be our next two buildings of the video, the post office and the bar. Now in my schedule, I did have a few more videos of us working on RIDGEWELL, but I'm bumping up moving the village in priority and starting on the capital city because I'm definitely a lot more used to modern and I'd like a little break to work on something else. But RIDGEWELL will not be abandoned, naturally, because that would suck. And again, I do have a lot of plans. As for this area, what you see here, this is outskirts. So an idea I have, maybe some wheat fields. I will basically cover this up and make this a little campground. I don't know when I'll get to that, but definitely soon. I also plan to continue the wall, and after making the wall, I'm no longer having the curvature. Everything will be 90-degree angles because of my plan. But yeah, that's a little summary of what I have going on. So it's been some time, and I'm ready to show you what I've done so far. So we officially have streets. We have Cabanela Street, Elmwood Route, Hawthorne Lane, Layton Avenue, and Sycamore Street. But even better, I've done some work. So let me show you a bit of what I've done. So every corner now has the beginning of a signpost like this. I've also planted some trees. I've continued Layton Avenue. My plan over here is that I'm going to have an apartment building. I also finished this area, so it's no longer a hole. And I also finished the road on this street, Elmwood Route. I'm pretty sure I've done a couple other really small things, but I don't remember because I've been really focused on expanding the road in our capital city, Somerset. This has taken a while, yeah. And terraforming this will be really annoying. I forgot to place something here. Hold on. And welcome back to the point where I have fixed the Minecraft audio. It has been, give or take, 3 or 4 days since the last clip. I had been working on and uploading other videos, such as the new Slime Rancher DLC. And because I was working a lot, and I mean a lot, on the roads for Somerset, the capital city, I wanted to give myself a break from Minecraft for a couple days at least. But now we're back, and now we're going to be working on the bar. So a couple others are now working on a railroad. I told them to kind of have it go underground for my subway, and what I'll do is I will have a subway connecting my cities instead of going around the world like I was originally planning on doing, which, to be fair, would have required a lot of TNT. But no worries. I'm starting to wonder if it was a good idea of having the bar here and the post office there, or if I should actually switch them. I might actually switch them, assuming there is more room on here. Yeah, there is. Okay, I'm switching them. Okay, so I extended the bar a bit, and because this will just be a post office, it's just going to be a tiny building that's connected, like full-on connected to this building. So maybe I'll do a similar style for the post office. Maybe. I'm hoping this design works. There's only one way to find out. So, in the back of the bar, this area will have no windows. I mean, this part will, but not this part, because this is where essentially all the materials are going. I'm probably going to brew potions that I can sell to people, maybe. Honestly, why not? I think it'd be fun. And then in front, I will have a bench. I mean, this area is small, so I'll probably still have a bench or something where people can drink outside. Maybe a table. I had the idea of doing this, but I never really planned out how big this area would be. Whoops. So I was seeing the homes already built in Swindon that other people have done, and I do plan to do my own vacation house next episode. But I was sort of given the idea by Zam to start a horse dealership, because I was telling him as I was seeing his progress on his mansion, hey, you should build one. And he kind of just uno'd, like, no you, me. And it's like, you know what? Yes, that's a good idea actually. I will build a horse dealership. Because I will not drag poor Rodrigo all the way to Swindon, which is pretty much across the actual whole world map. That would just be cruel. You know, if I made the post office go, say, over here, I could add stairs that go into like a mini motel. Yeah, I could actually do that. So it may be in my best interest to actually make the buildings relatively similar in style, at least. I'm not entirely sure on this design though, so I think what I'll do is, instead of having them look like a chain, which the moment I said that I kind of like the design a bit more now, I could have this entire top row just be, I don't know, not interrupted. I'll test it out in a bit anyway. I don't know, this doesn't look too bad. Because it also is a good way to separate the oak from the birch. Now unfortunately it's not like that in the back, because oops, but that's a really, really easy fix. So now I'm going to start on the first floor of the post office building, because now I'm convinced that I should actually do that idea of basically making an upstairs motel. I decided to incorporate some brick, just to spruce it up a bit. I really don't think that's a bad idea. And I could probably use some slabs out here just to, again, incorporate more of that brick. But a part of me is wondering if the wood actually fits, or if I should go with a darker wood. Like, again, dark oak, because why not? Okay, so, yeah, I said I was going to do a similar style, and kind of went completely different. But, it works. It's different. Very different. That's for sure. We now have a ceiling inside both the bar and the post office, although I might need some more light. I'll make proper lighting when I go to actually decorate this for real. By decorate, I mean the interior. And I've also placed all three buildings, well, yes, buildings, on the map. So this will be the Silver Gauntlet Tavern. The motel upstairs is the King's Refuge Motel. And this is just post office. Now up here, we have no safety at all. And over here will basically just be the motel. Who needs safety? Not I. So the King's Refuge Motel offers about 4 rooms, a bathroom, and a little kitchenette which I will put at the very end. But now it's time to go to sleep. So it's later on in the day, a few hours later, and apparently the metro is done? Ow. Ow. Ah! So it is! I'm down there right now. Ah, that's so nice. And over here we have the railway itself. It's really good. So yeah, when they were planning it, I'd asked if they could go underground. Oh! Oh, I see what they did. Yeah, this is really cool. I love it a lot. I will have to light this up more though. Oh no. Thank you, Mark, for working on this. I think Sam also... things! I think Zam also worked on this, in which case thank you, Mark and Zam. So all we have to do left is work on the rooms themselves, especially the walls, the lighting, and the roof. So I'm gonna place at least part of the roof at the moment. The post office and the tavern are now furnished. So let's go see the new post office. Here it is. We have some nice benches. I'll probably put a potted plant up here. And we have a desk. And this is where all the mail goes. Just these 4 chests. We don't need any more. So yes, this is now the post office. let's go see the tavern. Okay, here we go. Yes, we now have a finished tavern. Some nice booths. We have bar stools and a nice bar with shelving that I can put things on. So yes, we finally have finished these, well, places. I'd say buildings, but it's all one building. And I'm really happy about it. So yeah, we've done a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work. I don't have any... Oh, there we are. In this video alone. I plan to flatten that. I'm going to put one more layer of granite on here. And this is where I'll be taking a break from RIDGEWELL. So in the next episode, I'll be working on my homes in Swindon, Zackstown, and then... Actually, I can't really say I'm taking a break when after that we're working on RIDGEWELL again. I was going to have it be the village be its own area, so its own town, but instead I'm just going to have it be an extension of RIDGEWELL. So yeah, and then after that we'll be working on Somerset, the capital city, and taking an actual break from RIDGEWELL. So yes, if you like what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified on when we upload next. Well, when we, more like I. Until next time, take care.